What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. If I look a bit crazy, it's because I just rolled out of bed to somebody mowing their lawn across the street with a very loud weed eater, and thank gosh that I did, because MEGATIN leaks are spilling everywhere over the internet, and there's a ton to go through. Let's start with some of the super rares. We've got Sign-Up Mining and Phantasme, thanks to Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sign-Up Mining is good to see in the super rare range for sure. This card, I want it more accessible. It's like the Rhoda for Cyberse typings. We have more of that coming with the Datascapes. And then Phantasme, the value bleeds a little bit from the March set, but they've got other cards they can hold on to with the Link Brains pack, imports, and impermanence. Although imperm should be printed around a lot more by now, Konami. We look at these two. Good reprints, good rarity slots for shakeups. We also see Apollosa, thanks to Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! In the ultra rare slot. Let's actually see if I can't just get a little nicer look at this, because I thought it wouldn't look good as an ultra till I saw this picture. And you know what? They did a pretty darn good job at making this look nice. I was like, secret rare looks so good. Ultra is not going to look good. Maybe put it in the super slot. Konami, you know what you're doing better than me sometimes. Definitely a home run here. And then Extravagance ends up in the secret rare slot. Even though it was secret before, Konami stated the 10s are to change up rarities, that this isn't supposed to be the norm, but we do see that it looks very nice in Prismatic Secret Rarity. That will make it harder to pull, thus giving some maintaining value to Toon Chaos. I do think it's a good middle ground, while staples like these should be as accessible as possible, and this will be reprinted into the ground like most pot cards over time. Look at Duality, look at every other one, like, they really tend to do it. Desires is now getting reprint after reprint, but they like to take their time doing it, and Extrav over here in this rarity, not the biggest surprise in the world, but at the same time, I did not see that one coming. What a twist. Next up in the ultra rares, we've got a lot to break down. A ton of the Infinitracks, it looks like, end up ultra rare. We get the Chaos Dragon stuff, like Brotar and Seifert, also Abomination Prison, Gizmek Orochi. I remember a bunch of people saying Gizmek's gonna be common. They're gonna do it to him. They're gonna put him in the comments. I don't think he looks that good as an ultra rare, but there he is. No, material actually looks pretty good in ultra, and Red Eyes Dragoon confirmed as it was in the video by Konami to be in the ultra slot. Remember, you are pulling 6 ultra rares per 10s, so this is like only 2 10s hauls that we're seeing at a time. It's crazy how much you actually can pull. I do think the Infinitrack should have been easy to pull, so I like that they're here. They could have also been mixed into the commons. For all I cared, a lot of them, they're cool. They do OTK stuff with trains, as well as they're kind of a nice engine. As for the Chaos Dragon stuff, I'd rather it be, you know, everybody can have access. Well, I find the deck annoying at times. Dragon Link, it's annoying because it's good. Its Build-A-Board Workshop is excellent, and Seifert being in the Ultras, that should bleed some of the long-term value that it could have tried to really hold on to out of it. More ultras include Cherubini. They did not Prismatic Secret up the Charmers, it would seem, which is Strike, and Avramax. Avramax is very welcome here. I think that it looks decent compared to what I would have thought in the ultra rares. I'm just not the biggest ultra rare fan. Let's face it, my rarities I love are super and secret, so when it comes to ultra rarity, I'm kind of biased at times, but, and my Texas allergies, if you can hear them, are going up here as I wake up. When it comes to these, they look like they've taken their time and they look better than I would have thought, but do keep in mind they're a little darker because these are probably European pulls. Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! Weird, but they get their hands on their product earlier, so that's most likely what's happening here. And to the secret rares, we've got Borreload Savage looking amazing, Crackdown looking cracked. We see Ogo Pogo as well. I forget the name of this synchro, but he's needed a reprint for a long time. The one up on the top row. We got Draco Berserk of the 10 Yeet. Some Destiny Hero boss monster. Romulus was revealed way early. The earliest leak to have happened. Elpie and Pisty pointing away from each other instead of towards. Gout Granite. Gizmek Yada for some reason. I'm not sure why. And then we've got ourselves Draco Master of the 10 Yeet as well. Then But wait, there's more to break down before we get into 10 values. Another round of secrets spoiled thanks to NASA Linen, and we see that Striker Dragon is here, another confirmation on extravagance. IP Masquerena, we've got Magicalized Fusion, and what's that? Get it away from me. We knew it would happen. Get it away. Mystic Mine. Secret freaking rare, man. Please just give it mermaid treatment. Hit it. Do it, Konami. Take it out back. Old Yeller it. Old Yeller was a good boy. This never was a good boy. Take care of it. Neos Fusion. We also see the Shaman of the Tenyi. Time Thief Redoer. Oh, ruining that super OTS value in the most beautiful of ways. I spy a little Korobane, is that down over there for Trickstars? Unchained Abomination. It also looks like some of the Witchcrafters got hollowed on up, and then Monstrosity and World Legacy Guard Dragon, which, dude, when it comes to the Dragoonity structure, there's a lot of value to talk about. It looks like Called by the Grave is in the OCG version, so we make it a much more accessible Called by the Grave soon, as if, you know, Dual Devastator wasn't enough, but Dual Devastator's been bleeding value, so it'll be interesting to see if they do that, considering that those are still sitting on Walmart shelves. But let's focus up. Let's talk Megatins and value. The Striker Dragon being in Secret Rare, I don't think that'll help it hold the most value. I think it's going to be the chase cards of Extravagance and Masquerena. Apollos is definitely not going to hang on that hard, considering Gold Series is around the corner with an alternate art of her that people are going to be pretty hyped for. The new Gold Series does look good. If you haven't looked at the OCG, it's nice. So we're looking at a ton of bulk pulls along with a couple of chases. I think Savage and the Secret also will be a chase card. And then Dragoon and the Ultras. How shorted will it be if we're seeing it already in leaks? There's no way to tell. There's no indication on ratios yet or what's shorted, so do look forward to those and seeing what Konami's heckin' done with the 10s. The hauls for each 10, 6 supers, 6 ultra, 3 secret, and no promos are going to leave the secrets to be what's most desired, and the holo upgrades aren't going to be the winners, in my opinion. The winners are going to be the cards we already wanted that people are chasing after, along with Dragoon, even though it's in the ultra slot. I want to break this down for you. Let's actually let's get some streamception here. I know that's I'm not live streaming, but you're gonna get infinite me's for a little bit. Let's break out the calculator. I love doing the math on this. Let's look at the 10 cost. Let's say vendors are spending $11.50 per 10, and that's not the hookup price. And then they get 12 10s. That's 138. And then they get, you know, 3 cases of them, because 3 cases is a pretty important number. They're paying $4.14. Where if you all are spending MSRP, right? It's 20 at 10, although you shouldn't be because you should have been buying early, pre-sales, the hookups, that kind of stuff. 20 times 12 10s is 240, times 3 is 720. Why is 720 important? 12 times 60, a box, is 720 as well. So whenever we look at a core set, guess how much more the vendors are spending? 52 a box, right? Times 12. They spend way, way more to make so much less when it comes to core set products. On this, it's good eating. That's why the Megatin competition each year is so ramped up and crazy. They are paying way less so they can cutthroat prices, and only a few things are going to hold high value as everybody tries to just get as much as they can out of the 10s to pay overhead to get money back. And just looking at the market, why it falls out every year. Last year we had $12 Boros Swords. We don't have a $10 Nibiru floating around though. We don't have $4 Dark Ruler Namors. We don't have no more promos. So the value is going to go back to the 10 cards. You're going to see maybe this year a few $20 cards, question mark. Which ones will they be? The market will kind of figure itself out, but it could be towards Masquerena, Savage, Extrav maybe. We'll really have to wait and see how that's going to pan out. I'm a big fan of how the cards look, even if they're European, and I'm looking forward to more of these reveals, besides the Mystic Mine. That's the only card I don't look forward to more of. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed these more in-depth conversations and breakdowns on why you shouldn't be spending over $30 on a Dragoon. And there's tons of other cards that the vendors are going to be able to sell, but Dragoon is original to the tins. So that is going to be a main seller, and we still have to look forward to ratios.